And big shout out Columbia Outerwear, Omnitech Technology, Pit Viper Sunglasses, demanding respect and authority.
Guys, let's get this going.
Big shout out to everybody down there in the corral.
Who do you got for a first bib?
Let's go. All right, we're about to kick things off here with Snowboard. 7 to 10, boys.
All right, we're starting off with DNS. 89 DNS.
All right. Number 2 on the list, bib 135. 135, Aaron Kovac. Starting the day off. Getting that snow off the top of that flat down box. Big jump on top of the down bar. Victor Chamarev.
I don't think a lot of kids are going to hit it.
Baxter Burquam. Graham Grayson on course, headed towards that first rail pad. Bib 42, Grayson Robotham. All right, we have a bit of a confusion here with the start list matching the start list online. So there's a few riders that should be in this heat if possible.
Copy.
All right, Bodie Sewell is a DNS. All right, we're looking for bib number 832, Clipper Cohen. Bib 104, Colby Loving. And bib 165, Remy Simpkins. Once again, if you have bib number 832, 104, or 165, you should be riding in this heat. We understand this is a bit of a confusion, but we would love to see you at the top. We don't want you to run and exhaust yourself, but if you can make it up to the top, we have the clock on this heat paused at the moment. So Clipper Cohen, 832, Colby Loving, 104, and Remy Simpkins, 165. If anybody knows if they are a DNS or if they are present, please make it to the top of the course. Thank you so much, guys. All right, here we go. Back in action.
Copy, 141.
141 Max Gun coming at you. Here we go. 93 Chris Cooper. Next dropping Koitaro, Cane Siege. Smooth setup on the down rail. Nice little board slide there on the big down. Mason Bodie on course. Ryan Romek. Cleaning the snow off the top of that flat down box. Yeah. All right, Ryan. That was sick. Chance, Verhoeven, Cameron. Big board slide there on the down bar. That was Landon Tamashiro. Colby Loving dropping in. Kekoa Lofties. Nice board slide to Fakey. Now we got Enzo DeSanti on course. Bodie Calhoun. Way up on top of the Jersey barrier to down. That was sick, Bodie. Nash Jordan on course. Steezy all the way through that elbow rail. Pierce Jones dropping in. Jake Bizdell. Yeah, Jake, all the way through that big double kink. That was sick. Yo, front one out of the kink rail. Jake, that was epic. Mayor Cody dropping in. Mayor getting way up on top of that big flat down tube. Rowan Black. River White. All right, that's going to do it for our first drops. We are into the full jam format here. All right, give him a big round of applause down there. Victor Chimirev. That was Grayson Robotham. Graham Grayson. Proper board slide all the way through the kink rail from Graham. Perfect 50-50 through the kink rail. Baxter Burquam coming at you. Enzo DeSanti. (915) Mason Bodie dropping in. Steezy front lip there from Mason. All the way through the kink, 50-50. Bodie Calhoun. Max Gunn. Nice little board slide from Max. Pierce Jones. Chance for Hovind Cameron. Colby Loving. Nash Jordan dropping in on the course. Nice board slide out of Nash there. Going way up top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. On the Jersey barrier to down rail. Big dog. Nice little gap board slide there. Big spin out of the flat down rail from Rowan Black. That was Koa Lofties. Grayson Robotham. Yo, front board from Grayson on the big down. That was sick. $10.75. That was Mayor Cody. Victor Chamirev. Koitaro, Cane Seeds dropping in. Here we go. Big front three out of the elbow rail. That's what's up. Huge back one out of the kink rail. Koitaro, sick run, man. Nice little front lip slide there, followed up by a proper backboard. Baxter Burquam. Aaron Kovac coming at you. Nice board slide on the big flat down tube. Mason Bodie dropping in. Proper 50-50 through the quad kink. 50-50 front one on the large down rail. Nice little board slide there. And again on the next big down, that was Graham Grayson. Bodie Calhoun. Oh, backboard, back lip. That was sick, Bodie. Board slide all the way through the Jersey barrier down. Okay. Pierce Jones coming at you. Kobe Loving coming at the dance floor. Nope, the down rail. Huge pop there. Crowd goes wild. Max Gunn coming at the big down flat. Chance for Hoven. Cameron. 50-50 on the big flat down tube. Coming at this down bar. Nice little backside board slide. Ryan Romanek. Nice little 270 onto the dance floor. Board slide through the quad kink. Okay. And the down flat. Heavy hitter. Nice. Way up on top of the jersey. Here we go. We got Jake Besdell popping on front 50. Rowan Black. All right, let's give him a big shout out there. That was pretty gnarly. These kids are made out of rubber. Fearless little devils. Big 50-50 on the jersey barrier there. Victor Chemirev dropping in. Huge 50-50 on the down kink rail. Very nice through the elbow there. We got 3 minutes left of hiking. 3 minutes left. Landon Tamashiro. Nice little tail press there. Pop out on the flat box. Yeah, Landon. Enzo DeSanti dropping in. Proper setup board slide there. Coming for that big jersey barrier. 50-50 to board slide. All right, Enzo. Colby Loving dropping in. Colby cruising over to the down flat. Koitaro, Cane Siege. Maxwell Smith coming at you. Graham Grayson. Rowan Black jumping on that down rail, nearly getting the back blunt 270. Good bid, Rowan. That was one of the harder tricks we've seen tossed in this heat today. River White. Ryan Romanek. Pierce Jones coming in. One more opportunity here. Clean 50-50 through the elbow rail. Baxter Burquam. Looking for that front board. What's he got for us down here on the down flat? Yeah, big front one out of the kink rail. Nice one. Bodie Calhoun coming at you. Bodie with a big board slide, 270 out of the kink rail. (817) Koa Lofis. Grayson Robotham. Sick, little shifty out there. Mason Bodie right behind him. Here we go. One more chance. Nash Jordan. Nash Jordan sliding that whole down rail. I believe this is Enzo DeSanti. Clean board, setting up for that Jersey barrier. 50-50 to down. Landon Tamashiro. Victor Chamirev. Proper front board. Sliding that down flat. Max Gunn coming at you. Mayor Cody. Mayor way up on top of that big flat down tube. Chance Verhoeven Cameron. Aaron Kovac jumping off of that elbow rail, coming towards the down flat. Big 180 out. Chris Cooper, front board, setting up for something big here. (991) Koitaro Kanashi. Mr. Kanashi with a big front three off of the down flat. That was sick. River White coming at that down flat. Colby Loving. Rowan Black dropping in. Maxwell Smith heading towards rail pad 1. Nice little front board on the down of that flat down box. Big pop onto the dance floor. Graham Grayson. Front three onto the dance floor. That was sick. Here we go. We got Jake Bisdell. Last drop of the heat. Nice front board there, Jake. All right, the judges have some deliberating to do. We're going to pull some finalists from this heat. They will be performing under the lights for the podium in about an hour. Next heat will be the 7 to 10 boys. Heat 2. Don't go anywhere. Big shout out to Pit Viper and Columbia Outerwear. All right, here we go. We have our 7 finalists. Seven finalists. In no particular order, wearing bib number 42, Grayson Robotham. Wearing bib 110, Victor Chamirev. Wearing bib 915, Mason Bodie. 991, Koitaro Kanashi. Bib 143, Enzo DeSanti. Bib 133, Bodie Calhoun. And bib 10, Rowan Black. Those are your 7 finalists. We are kicking things off just a moment here with Heat 2. All right, that was Henry Anderson getting that big lip slide on the down rail. Jack Clark coming at you. Jack West dropping in. Noah Hurridge is Emil Evangia. Ashton Rinchich dropping in. Jax Tillman coming at you. Liam Long dropping in. Nice little 180 on, back one out. Cooper Albridge. Nathan Morrow dropping in on the first rail pad here. Saw dude all the way through that down flat, down. Popping out of that kink rail at the bottom as well. Josie Hedgecuff. Nice little back one there. Arlo Borkland. Lucas Verdugo. Ryan Pistone on course. Here we go. Axel West dropping in. Kellen Wachowiak. All right, that was Hayden Krill. Noah Carballo on course. Bib number 75, Reed. Ooh. Benny Diaz wearing bib number 1045, jumping all the way up on top of that big down rail. Miles Favreau. Brooks Ratledge. Riggin Smith dropping in.
You said 270 DNS. That's 160 zero DNS.
All right, we are into our full jam format here. Noah Harridges. Nathan Morrow dropping in, wearing bib 1071. 944, Liam Long. Emil Evanja coming at that dance floor box, getting sideways on it, bringing it back to reg. Jax Tillman. Lucas Verdugo wearing bib single digit 5 out there. Nice little nose press to tail press there out of Lucas. One, 3, 7 dropping in. Axel West. Ryan Pistone. Cooper Albrich wearing bib 847. Kellen Wakoak. Here we go, Kellen coming down towards that big down flat rail, getting all of it. I believe this is Brooks Ratledge. Hayden Krill got a couple minutes more than halfway through right here. Nearly halfway through this heat 2. 7 to 10-year-old boys lighting up the course here, giving it everything they got. It's an absolute country mile for these little legs all the way from the bottom to the top of the course. Very commendable. Arlo Borkland Reed. Ooh. I believe this is Benny Diaz. 159 on course. Jack Clark up on top of the Jersey barrier. Blake Turbeville. That was Henry Anderson. Steezy board slide there on the big multi-kink rail. Jumping way up on top of that down flat. Noah Harridges. Noah getting through that elbow there. Nollie pop up on top of the down flat. Here we go. Couple swerves down here. Jumping on the dance floor box. Getting that 180 out and catching a snow snake. Give a little round of applause for the little guy there. He got right up. That was a gnarly edge catch. Nine, 4, 4. Believe this is Kellen. No, it's not. 9, 4, 4. Where you at? Liam Long. Jax Tillman dropping in. Spinning onto the down rail. That was sick. Yeah, getting all of that big kink rail as well. Kellen Wakowick. Brooks Ratledge cruising at this first section of rails, greasing that flat down box. Reed, ooh. Yeah, Reed with a proper 50-50 all the way through the down flat rail, 180 off. This is Lucas Verdugo. Yeah, Lucas. Ryan Pistone. All right, give him a shout out down there, fellas. All right, good people down there in the corral supporting. Love to see it. One 1045. Benny Diaz blessing the course. Yeah, coming in super hot. What's he going for? Way up on top of that Jersey barrier. All right, bib 63, Emil Evanja.
About 2 minutes of hiking.
1049, Riggin Smith coming at you. We got about 4 minutes left. Jack Clark dropping in on the course. Jack with a board slide on the big down rail. I believe this is Blake Turville. Yes, sir. 1359. Blake Turville. Also getting that board slide on the big kink rail. One 028. Noah Carballo. All right, big round of applause there. That was a gnarly one there for Mr. Noah. Bib 9-4, Hayden Krill. Spinning onto the dance floor block. Miles Favreau coming at you. All right, we are on to our last drops. Every competitor, including Miles, will get one more hit to impress the judges. One more opportunity to show what you've been throwing all year long in your regional events out here on the big stage at Copper Mountain, Colorado, USASA National Championships 2025. That was bib 994, Kellen Wakovac. If you're walking up the course right now, take your time. You have one drop left. A little board slide there on the big down rail. Nine, 7, 1. Arlo Borkland. Reed, ooh. Yeah, Reed, that was sick. Axel West dropping in on the course. Noah Harridge. Nice little board slide on the down there, Noah. Lucas Verdugo. Nine, 7-0, Henry Anderson, one more opportunity. right, Henry. Jack Clark right behind him. Bib 159, Jack Clark. Yeah, Jack, perfect 50-50 to board slide all the way through that huge Jersey barrier. Killer last trick, Jack. $10.45, Benny Diaz. Hayden Krill, Bib 94, Hayden Krill coming at you. Emil Avenja wearing bib 63. One, 5, 3, 4, Miles Favreau. Miles coming in hot to the dance floor box. Yeah, tweaking out that front board. Cooper Albrich dropping in. Here we go, coming at that big down tube. That's Ryan Pistone. 994. Kellen Wakoak. Lazy Boy Steez on the flat box. Liam Long dropping in. Getting one more run, blessed by the announcer. 7-5, Reed, ooh. One, 0, 2, 8, Noah Carballo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for our 7 to 10 boys qualifiers. We're going to have 7 finalists coming from this group. To join the other 7 from Heat 1, we'll have 14 riders in a final under the lights for the big show later tonight. We got 7 to 10 girls coming up next. If you are riding in the 7 to 10 girls, make your way to the top of the course. I believe 23 and over para and Kekoa men are also going to join the ladies. So if you are in any of those groups, please also make it up to the top. Should be a fun heat. I'm Desi. Big thanks to Columbia Outerwear and Pit Viper sunglasses. We'll be right back. Saw, dude. All right, our 7 finalists from Heat 2. We have, in no particular order, bib number 159, Jack Clark. Bib 962, Noah Harridges. Bib 59, Jax Tillman. Bib 1071, Nathan Morrow. Bib 1359, Blake Turbeville. Bib 75, Reed Ooh. And bib 1045, Benny Diaz. Those 7 athletes will join the 7 from Heat 1 in our final later tonight. Now let's get ready for some 7 to 10 girls action. All right, that was bib 171, Peyton Moyer. And the next one was McKenna Catter. This is 1069, Riley O'Grady. Paisley White on course there. 821, JC White. Eight, 1, 9, Kenzie Living Good. Yeah, certainly living good after that cab one, back one. Lucille Van Ampting. Tyler Chi.
All right, taking over for Kyle here for a sec on the mic. We got Maya Scambio on course, coming out of the New Hampshire series, heading over to the flat box. Front one on, trying to coming out switch. Next up's going to be 3-7. We're looking at Georgiana Fritz. Coming into the A-frame. Little swivel. All right, back to Kyle.
Right back where I left you.
985.
985 on course, Brooklyn Enfield. Ava Carlson dropping in. One, two, one. Elsa Lee. One, five, three. Ivana Kramer dropping in switch stance. We got Caden G on course. One, seven, one. Peyton Moyer. Nine, six, eight. Paisley White. Riley O'Grady. Three, five. Lucille Van Ampting. Eight, one, nine. Kenzie Living Good. Going way up on top of that big down rail. Nine, three, zero. Maya Scambio. Three, seven. Georgiana Fritz. Tyler Chi on course. 985 Brooklyn Enfield coming at you. Nine, 8, 7. Paisley White dropping in on that first rail pad. Perfect 270 out of that elbow rail. That was sick, Paisley. 153 Vanna Kramer. One zero eight one Ava Carlson. Three five dropping in switch. This is Lucille Van Ampting. Peyton Moyer. One zero six nine Riley O'Grady. This is Georgiana Fritz. Caden G dropping in switch on the course. We got 11 minutes left in this heat. 50-50 on the up-down box. Eight 819 Kenzie living good. Coming in hot to that big down rail. Big pop up onto that board slide. That was sick. Paisley White dropping in switch. Elsa Lee coming at you. Lucille Van Amting coming at you. Here we go. Nine three zero. Maya Scambio. Brooklyn Einfield on course.
Josh, can you give me the one bib change that we have in this group?
9, 8, 7. Paisley White on course, going way up on top of that Jersey barrier. Give it up down there. 1081, Ava Carlson jumping on that up down box, clean 50-50. Nice front one out of the dance floor there, Ava. Here we go, coming into the first rail pad. That's 1-2-1, Elsa Lee. Going way up on that big down flat. One, 5-3, Havana Kramer only strapped into her front binding. All right, got that 1-footer all the way through the first box. Yeah! Big old tail wheelie right there. Lucille Van Amting. Nice front one there off the box. That's Peyton Moyer getting sideways on that dance floor. Maya Scambio. Clean through the elbow rail there. Nice 180 onto the box there. Tyler Chi dropping in. Get some pow turns over on skier's left. Love to see it. All that chowda bouncing off the board on the box. Nice 180 out. Caden G dropping in. Nice tail press on the flat box there. Georgiana Fritz coming in with speed. Proper board slide. McKenna Coulter. All right, let's give McKenna a big round of applause. That was a gnarly one. Right to her ribs. Big disaster there. Proper board slide all the way through the down.
That is the buzzer. 10:69 will be our last hiker.
Riley O'Grady. All right, Riley O'Grady is going to be our last hiker. All these ladies are going to get one more opportunity to impress the judges on last drops. Here we go. Huge board slide attempt there on the down flat. Eight, 2, 1 on course. JC White. Opting for that flat box for her last hit. Nice little tail tap out. 3, 5 on course. Lucille Van Ampting. One, 5, 3. Here we go. Ivana Kramer. Ivana Kramer dropping in. Going for that big down rail. Perfect board slide. Backside grab. That was sick. Nice 180 out there. That was Maya Scambio with the front one out of the box. Peyton Moyer dropping in on the course here. Nice carves. Some good speed into that feature. Front one out. Love to see it. One, 0, 6, 1, Tyler Chi.
Pretty sure that's last round.
9, 6, 8, McKenna Coulter coming in hot to that dance floor blocks. High speed 50-50. What's the bib? Georgiana Fritz. Last drops for the ladies, 7-10. Little frontside grab there on the peak of the box.
Seriously, last round.
1069 Riley O'Grady. All right, let's give a big round of applause for all of our Snowboard 7 to 10 girls. You killed it out there. Nice work. Their awards will be at Downhill Dukes later. We got the finals of the men 7 to 10 boys coming up here shortly. Also accompanied by our 23 and over and para and Kekoa men. It's going to be a good one. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for sticking with us through the weather down there, fans. All right. Salud. if David Smith or David West are still with us, please make it to the top of the course. Your heat is going to begin in seconds from now. David Smith or David West? If you made it to finals, 7-10, boys, if you made it to finals, your heat is beginning right now. 7-10 finalists make it to the top of the course immediately. All right, sorry about that. Folks, we are back with you now. My batteries went on my microphone, not walkie-talkie, microphone, immediately. The second thing started, and that was a pretty sick back lip. 1795, Josh Iniguez. Josh Iniguez going way up top.
1399.
Spinning like a top. Corey McMahon. There's more rotations than his age there. Nice board slide.
635.
Annan Riordan. One 1900 Michael Pistone. All right, we got Grayson Robotham. Perfect 270 on to the down rail. Front board all the way through the big down. Here we go, 159. That's Jack Clark right there.
110.
Victor Chimirev.
Previous DNS, David Smith has just arrived. I'm going to drop him soon.
Front board. Front lip. That's a sick combo. We got 862 on course here. 962 rather. Yo, big front three out of the Mega Kink from Noah Harridges. Yeah, front three out of the elbow. What do we got here?
I'm going to drop a previous DNS, number 1907.
David Smith coming at you. Nice little board slide through the up down. Nose press through the flat box. Jax Tillman going way up top. Yeah, Jax, board slide pretzel on the mega rail. Okay. Wait till I drop the sponsor by Pepto Bismol on one of these old buggers. I did that one year. I'm like,
1071.
I think we were just as a society. Oh, trying to hold on to that big kink rail. Way up top. Blake Turville dropping in. Yeah, Blake, that was sick. Bodie Calhoun. High speed backboard back lip. Big board slide through the Jersey barrier to down. Sketchy getting sideways on that first piece there. Well done. This is Reed. Ooh. Proper front board there. All right, we got 1045 on course. Marshall Jansen. Yeah, Zach. Here we go. Coming up next. Perfect front board. .990 rider Salvatierra. Corey McMahon. Nice switch board slide on the flat down into a proper lip slide. Annan Riordan. Nice little back three out of the elbow. Perfect front three on the down flat. .960. Jordan Smith dropping in. Nice front lip. Grayson Robotham coming at you. Switch stance. Cab 2, perfect. Noah Harridges. High speed board slide through the flat down tube. We got 15 minutes left. There's a nice little front board on the box. 991. Koitaro Kanashi. Sick. 50-50 through the mega kink. Yo, perfect. 50-50 front one out of the transfer rail. .110 Victor Chimirev. Marshall Jensen dropping in switch. Yeah, switch board, front board. 50-50 board slide Pretz, okay. I'm going to need to see some ID. All right, here we go. I believe that might have been Blake Turville or Jack Clark. Here we go, 59 all course, Jax Tillman. Huge frontside 360. Michael Pistoni. All right, let's give it up for Michael down there. Sick! 50-50 front board on the big transfer. Yeah, big gap board slide. That's Nathan Morrow. Reed, ooh. All right, Reed. All right, that was pretty clean there, Eric Christopherson. Front board through the whole transfer rail. My God. Eric, what are you drinking from the fountain of youth?
Not fully committed.
All right.
1795.
Josh Niggas. Sick. Board slide through the kink. Here we go. We got Zach Elder up on the course, dropping in. Here we go. Yeah, Zach. Multiple X Game medalists right here. Give it up for Zach Elder, the legend. Way up top, 50-50 board. Grayson Robotham dropping in switch stance. Absolute menace. Oh. All right, he's all right. We know he's got that one in the bag. He's going to clean it up next run. Oh, gotta love this right here. The most wholesome thing I've seen all week. Little high five after the biff. That's a contest make. Corey McMahon. Guy's been on a mission tonight. He knows how to get that board sideways. Rowan Black dropping in. Getting a good piece of that down, flat, down, flat, down.
1, 3, 5, 9.
Blake Turbeville. Board slide out. Get up there. Yeah, board slide Pretz. Sick one, Blake. 1019 Marshall Jensen. That is the first successful rock and roll on the Jersey barrier out of any age group all week. This guy knows how to ride tranny. Love to see it. Coming in hot. Jordan Smith way up top. 5-9. Jax Tillman. Yeah, perfect cab 2-on. Oh my God, that landing is what dreams are made of. Front 1 on, cab 3 out. That was the best line of the night, in my opinion. Wow.
It's 10:45.
This is 10:45. Benny Diaz. Wow, still thinking about those landings on that cab too. Shee. Perfect front three out here. 7 minutes left in the heat. We got a switch stance drop at the up-down dance floor. Switchboard setting himself up. Nose press, nose grab. Koitaro, Kanashi, little front board through the elbow. Another big front three off the down flat. Here we go. Grayson Robotham. There it is. Front board continuing to. Ryder Salvatierra. All right, he's still with us. Mason Bodie dropping in. Yeah! Mason all the way through the quad kink. Sick one, Mason. 1-3-3, Bodie Calhoun. These kids are heating up, folks. Nathan Morrow. Sick, front board 270, Grayson. Eric Christopherson. Back three out of the elbow, perfect. Front five out, cork. This guy should have been in open class. Yeah, 1795, cab one, 50-50, front one. Reed Zoo coming at ya. Yeah. Well, you got one more regardless. All right. That's Rowan Black. He's been killing it all night. Going for front five out of the big hockey stick rail. Zach Elder on course, folks. Give it up. X Games gold medalist Zach Elder. Spinning onto the flat box. Yes, Zach. Enzo DeSanti is going to race up and get another one. We got 2 minutes of hiking. Benny Diaz. Steve's master. Oh my goodness. Benny, you're right down there, bucko. He's right back up. Big round of applause. Big support. That was lofty. Marshall Jansen. Board slide Pretz coming in switch. Yo! 50-50, tail slide 270 out of the transfer. Okay. All right, 13:59 coming at you. That's going to be Blake Turbeville. Nice one, Blake, way up on that big down rail. High speed board slide through the flat down rail. Grayson Robotham. Grayson Robotham lacing up that quad kink. Going board slide 270, front board slide 270 on the down rail. All right, everybody's got one more hit. 59, Jax Tillman. Jack Clark, here we go. Board slide through the kink. 991. Koitaro Kanashi. Front board setting up for something spicy here. Board slide Pretz. Love to see it. That was sick, Koitaro. All right, we got David Smith coming at you. He's got a fresh Gatorade going. Might be the adult Windex. One 071 Nathan Morrow. All right. Bodie Calhoun dropping in. Yeah, Bodie, high speed front lip. Ryder Salvatierra. All right, Ryder. Ryder's been getting after it all night. Give it up for Ryder. Mason Bodie showing some style. Yeah, front one, back one. Marshall Jansen. Going for the board slide all the way through the big kink rail. Yeah, front board continuing too. David West dropping in. My apologies. This is Josh Iniguez. All right, Enzo. Enzo, you killed it all night, man.
7-5.
Reed Zoo on course. Big spin out of that down flat rail. $13.59. Blake Turville. All right, I believe we have Rowan Black coming at you. High speed board slide, setting up for something big. Yeah, getting that 360.
Dropping switch.
Corey McCowan. All right, Corey, give it up.
6, 3, 5.
Annan Riordan. Proper back lip. Oh, front swivel pretzel one. That was nasty. Hey, front two, continuing two. Way to go, Grayson.
6-0. Wow.
Jordan Smith coming at you. Gap, backboard. 50-50 front one on the big Jersey Barrier feature. All right, let's give it up for all our competitors. Everybody killed it, young and old. Big shout out to Pit Viper, Columbia Outerwear. Copper Mountain, Woodward and Copper. USASA Nationals 2025. I'm out. We'll see you tomorrow for the last night of Rail Jam. Downhill Dukes will be hosting awards shortly. See y'all over there.